Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Ty Mans. Welcome back to the Bands Palace channel. Today, bro, I'm be letting y'all know a couple of ways how to keep your dog cool in the summertime because you don't want your dog to be passing out or even worse. So, a couple of things that I do, which I've lost a dog in the heat. So, this is coming from experience. Everything I'm about to say is straight up of what I know and what I've been through. So like this boy right here, he's one of the ones I'm gonna be worried about a lot this summer because he does a lot of heavy breathing. You see I got some pups over there in the corner all the way in the sun. I'm not gonna be too worried about those pups because hey, cut it out. You just ate. Chill. Stop. You gotta make sure your dog ain't rolling around bullshitting after they eat. Because that's bad for their stomach. Hey, watch out, watch out. Everybody move. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him out of there. Hey. Let him. Hey, you biting me. Hey. Sorry, you on your own, man. You on your own. Y'all better get out of that grass when the maid get here and find out y'all messed that up after she spent all day cleaning that up and getting that together. Y'all gonna be in trouble. See what I mean? Look, see how he just ran around for 5 minutes and now he already acting like, I don't want nobody to get bloated. Get up. Get off him. Get off him. Get off him. You going in here with your sister. Good to know everybody like each other. Anyway, see how he just ran around for a couple of minutes and now he already panting and stuff, acting like he ran a marathon? This is his dad. His dad does the same thing, and I'm telling you, he don't even walk. He don't even walk 3 feet across the yard before he already panting and acting like that. And as you can see, they in the shade right now. They not even in the sun. So imagine if they was in the sun and it was like 90 degrees outside. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could have a situation on my hands. So one of the ways that I like to keep them cool and good is I keep bowls of water, of course, all over the yard. That's common sense. But I also like to make sure it's bowls of ice water that I'm leaving around. So it's not just bowls of water. I might leave gallons of water in random places, like little cool spots for them to just lay next to sometime. Because just having a frozen bottle of water next to you could, help a human regulate their body heat. So it definitely can help a dog regulate their body heat. Another thing that I do is obviously keep water on deck, like close by, not in the house or in the water holes, like water on deck, on hand, that you could just grab and sometimes, just use it quick. The main thing I like to do with it is I like to keep the dogs wet. If it's hot and I see that they having a hard time, I'ma wet them. So this 5 gallon is here to just basically keep dogs wet and keep their body cool. Another thing that I do is I like to keep the house door open. Why do I like to keep the house door open? And I'm gonna show y'all that right over here. It's because, don't mind my little pallet floor, I'm trying to build something over here. You see I'm leveling out the dirt. See the little bricks, stones, whatever. So I like to keep this door open. Why? Because this is like a little room that I'm gonna be renovating and making it look better. But for right now, it's not done, as you can see from the floor. So it's kind of a little beat up room. And it's what I use to let the dogs sleep in anyway when it's a little cold outside. Because like I said, I just brought this house. So I don't have no shed in the back. I don't have no kennel set up in the back. I don't have nothing but bare booty laying in a house. So with that being said, I leave this door open so dogs could come in and get out of the heat. That's the number one thing. Like, you don't want them to just be basking in the sun with nowhere to run. So, I like to keep that door open so if I see them getting too hot, they could just come inside and chill. Now, I don't know what number I'm on right now, but let's say number 4, probably. Another thing I like to do is keep a tarp, right? Because at the end of the day, we already know it's hotter in the sun and it's warmer in the shade. So what I do right here, as you can see, if you could look at the dog real quick, you see the sun is beaming on him. So if I didn't have this tarp here like that, like when I first walked over, you saw her tongue was hanging out and she was breathing heavy. That's because she had no shade. The sun was just beating her up. So I like to keep the tarp over them or keep a tarp close by. So when I see that, I could just throw the tarp over them like this. Now they still could see, but if you pay attention, in about a couple of seconds, she gonna stop panting. And it's because it's starting to cool off where she is. It's not direct heat. She could catch her breath. She could regulate her body temperature. Mind you, she's in a steel or metal cage. That alone is already hot. And most of these real kennels, these real retriever heavy duty kennels, they made out of what? Metal, steel, chain link, stuff like that. All type of shit that's gonna get blazing hot in the summertime. So she's still panting right now, but let's give her a minute. As you can see, the other dogs, he already stopped. He's not panting. She's not panting. He's definitely not panting. She's definitely not panting. She a hybrid bully, and you can see with that muzzle, she could breathe better than they can, believe it or not. See, he got a shorter muzzle right there at the snout area. So look, and then over here, you would think I got a dead dog on the yard, but if we get a little closer, what you doing, Betsy? This dog is perfectly fine. She's chilling and she's tied up. That's another thing I don't like to do in the summer. I don't like to tie the dogs up because then they can't go in the house or get away from the sun. But in her case right now, she's tied up because we got Taylor that's in heat, and we don't want no friction between Taylor over there and Betsy, because they both she close to coming back in heat too. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring some water over there to those pups so they can have water on hand. Back to what I said when I said I like to keep water close by. Like this right here. Hold on. Fill that up. We're gonna go ahead and fill up 2 bowls because if they thirsty the way I think they are, they're gonna go through the first one quick. I think I did good for one hand. They over there drinking. He running from the water. And like I said, she should slow down on panting, but maybe she didn't. Pull this tarp up off her. This cage stayed dirty. Hold on. She not letting me get in there, so we just gonna pour that water in there. She went straight to it. Good job. He just being nosy. You always being nosy, bro. But you really don't want no friction. You don't want to help. You don't want to do nothing. You actually just want them to come out so y'all could destroy stuff. Get more water rocking. There we go. We're gonna just put a fresh bowl down right here for everybody that's roaming around. Like her. She's still swinging that tongue around. So I'm gonna wet her completely. Like I said, I like to wet them. She got water in there. And then we're going to add that with the shade. Even though I wouldn't really leave them out here unattended. This is mainly for like if I'm cleaning the yard or if I need a quick mint. Like, but if it's hot, which is really not that hot today, but if it's blazing like anything over 80, anything over 75, I'm coming out every 10 minutes to check on them, especially when they inside of a cage like that. I'm checking on them constantly. I'm not going to give them a chance to have a heat stroke on me. I'm going to be on top of it. So, you know, that's just one of the main things, especially with the younger dogs. With the big dogs, I'm not really worried about that too much, because you could see the signs on them when they're about to have a heat stroke. But for the which, pay attention to Betsy. I see she's skinny and thin right now. She still got some of that lost weight from the afterbirth. Give me 2 more months. Give me a month, another month with Betsy on this diet that I got her on right now. This girl gonna blow up. She gonna be big, probably thicker than Taylor by the time she reach her next level. So pay attention to Betsy, bro. And she might be getting bred again. I might be breeding her to Mellow. I'm not sure. I might breed her to Mellow, or I might breed her back to Kratos. Cause I'm gonna say Kratos and her had a good litter. It just was a small litter, and I'm not really into small litters. And also, I'm fiending to see what her and Mellow can make. And this would be Mellow's first litter. Right now, I'm just collecting girls to build around Mellow. Mellow, where you at? Mellow, where you at, boy? There you go, right there with his sister. Same litter, mate sister. Self-made homicide blood mixed with some Letty. If you know, you know. If you don't, just go look up the pads. But yeah, Mellow. How you gonna be the top stud if you sleeping all day? I gotta get that little nick off your face. You got that from playing with Cannon. Yeah, look at that coat. Mellow gonna throw all kind of colors. So I'm just building female. I'm building the whole yard around him. I'm basically gonna be getting some exotic pocket females, some thick girls that show more of the bulldog trait, and I'm gonna be breeding them straight to Mellow.
Cut it out.
Because we know Mellow got the ABK. All of them got the ABKC blood, obviously. You know, so we gonna be breeding them together. What's your problem, girl? Yo, these girl dogs on my yard is crazy. She barking at her father. All my bullies got personality, bro. Hey, what's wrong with y'all two? Why is she barking at him like that? And then, hey, get over here. Get your ass over here before something happens. What's wrong with you? Can anybody tell me what that was? And then we got this one running around. Like what you was planning on doing? What's your problem? What is your problem? She barking. No. Sit down. Sit down right now. Sit down. Sit down, I said. Yo, we'll be back, bro. It's your boy Top Bands. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the next video. I'm out.